NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Rams and Matthew Stafford have agreed to terms on an adjusted contract, giving the quarterback an additional $5 million this year and an additional $4 million guaranteed roster bonus next year, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. Stafford is entering the second season of his 4-year, $160 million deal he signed in 2022. Meantime, Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, who recently signed a 4-year, $212 million contract extension, was on the field for training camp over the weekend and said, quote, "Right now, I'm the highest paid employee in this office. I got to get my you-know-whatever together and get our guys moving in the direction that we need to go." And 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy telling the San Francisco Chronicle he wants to have that Tom Brady kind of feeling, saying, quote, "Late in the game, it always felt like Tom was just going to take over and not make it close. I feel like I can get to that." This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this: if something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month, with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
This is it. Shop the Lowe's Closeout event to get up to 70% off select major appliances for your home. Plus, get up to 60% off select patio furniture and accessories for your outdoor spaces. So hurry into your local store today, because these deals are too good to last. Shop them now before they're gone, because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/7 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Well, I already mentioned it is a Monday, the 29th day of July, 2024. Coming up, a look at world and California news, local news, sports, financial news. We've got to look at weather, all sorts of stuff coming your way on AM 1230 KXO. I'm Carroll in the newsroom. It's Jared Anchondo. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Carroll.
It's gorgeous this morning.
Hey, it's good for a Monday.
Yeah, yesterday morning and this morning, both days. Early in the morning, opened the patio doors and enjoyed the cool side.
The light breeze.
Light breeze and, just a whiff of burning forest and brush.
Yeah.
But we're just enjoying this. After, about 3 weeks of brutal weather, we're going to get a couple of days that we're going to be able to enjoy.
Mm-hmm. It was that humidity that got us.
Yes, yeah. And sustained high temperatures. Yeah, there were a couple of days it did not get below 90. So, well, let's see. What's going on? Well, a new poll shows that half of Americans drink a sugary soda every day. Yeah, that's probably why we're all so darn skinny, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. Never been much of a soda fan. The sweets and sodas, didn't really have them as a kid growing up, so, getting a soda, or as we called it back in the Midwest, pop, was a real treat. So never really got into that.
Yeah, it only cost a nickel back in the day.
Well, I think it was, and you got a penny when you returned the bottle to the neighborhood grocery store, and you got penny candy.
Yeah, don't forget the bottle, yeah.
Yeah, it worked out well.
Simpler times. I like it.
Well, let's see. Oh, in the news from jolly old England, the British royal family is set to buy 2 new helicopters. Yeah. My understanding is that they need the new helicopters to keep watch in case Harry and Meghan try to move back into the country. So it's, you got to be careful with those things. So anything exciting going on this week?
We have Jersey Mike's grand opening this week.
Say what?
Yeah, Jersey Mike's grand opening. That'll be good. Good stuff. Can't wait to get a sandwich. I've been waiting. It'll be on Wednesday. I'll be there from 4 to 7. We should be doing a live broadcast that day from Jersey Mike's in El Centro.
Okay. And no word as to whether Danny DeVito will show up?
I heard it's, somewhere in his contract they tried to work it out, but he has scheduling issues. So.
Okay. Maybe I'll show up so you can have a short guy there to look like Danny.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
All right.
You ready for birthdays?
Birthdays. Let's do it.
Actor Daryl Hickman, Dwayne Hickman's brother. Daryl was the little boy in Grapes of Wrath. He's 88 today. Jim Davis, he's the guy that does Garfield. He's 74. Actress Linda Kelsey, 73. Singer Jonathan Sunshine Edwards, 73. Sally Struthers, she's still married to the meathead, 72. Drummer Simon Kirke of Bad Company, 70. Guitarist Steve Morse of Deep Purple is 65. Actor Michael Hayden, 56. Actress Lori Loughlin, is she working again? She's 55. Well, what's wrong with me paying $300,000 to get my kid into a school that she doesn't have the grades to get into and doesn't deserve to be there? I'm famous and I have money. Let's see. Actress Elizabeth Buckley is 47. Actor John David Washington, 35. Actor John Michael Hill, 34. And actor Dustin Milligan, 34. Local birthdays. Got them coming up.
Hey, it's Jared Anchondo with Kxo Radio. Did you hear? Wednesday, July 31st. It's the grand opening of Jersey Mike's Subs in El Centro. Join Kxo Radio as we broadcast live from the brand new Jersey Mike's on Wednesday, July 31st from 4 to 7 p.m. There will be giveaways and sandwiches aplenty. Join Kxo Radio broadcasting live at Jersey Mike's Subs at 1002 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. Wednesday, July 31st from 4 p.m. to 7. We'll see you there. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
We have happy birthday wishes today for David Breseño, Gunnar Hendrickson, Diana Flores, Irene Kakatan, Johnny Garcia Jr., Roy Cano, Bo Carson, Elvia Perez, Fidencio Sanchez, Greg Ramirez, Jim Abadi, John Beltran, Martha Amparo Cruz, Shirley Hansen, Yvette Garcia, Diana Gallegos, Audrey Garcia, David Palacio, and Sylvia Marroquin. Happy birthday from KXO. And it is not a birthday, but it is a day that I remember well. It's the day I reported to be inducted into the U.S. Army. I didn't necessarily go willingly, but I didn't fight it. Canada was not an option because, well, I don't speak the language, so I didn't want to run to Canada. So, what's that?
You'd have to learn how to ride a moose.
That and a lot of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 2 years out of my life, I don't regret it. Met some very interesting people. And to this day, my very best friend, aside from my wife, Pam, is a guy that we served together at Fort Carson. So anyway, you ready for news?
Let's do the news.
Well, I guess that would be better than doing the do.
News time.
We're going to jump in with a look at World in California news headlines right now, brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe.
CBS News Brief. The man suspected of igniting Northern California's massive park fire will be arraigned today. CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti.
Dozens of communities were threatened. More than 10,000 people have been evacuated, 60-plus structures, many of them homes destroyed, in a fire that crews say could continue to burn for several more weeks.
The FDA has approved the first blood test to detect colorectal cancer. Garrett Health's Amir Ali Talaz.
This approval is a significant win for patients and will save lives by detecting more cancers at earlier stages.
Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer's tamping down speculation she could be Vice President Harris' selection for a running mate. Whitmer tells CBS Mornings.
The Vice President has got a great group of people from whom she's going to pick her running mate, and I know that I can be the best ally on the ground in Michigan as a co-chair of this campaign as well, so that is my focus.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news, firefighters making progress against the enormous park fire. 12% containment this morning after it burned more than 360,000 acres across Plumas, Tehama, Shasta, and Butte counties. Greg Keel is a volunteer firefighter.
Lost our house in the campfire, lived up there since '89. Moved up here because we just love living in the woods. Now I hindsight, second guess that, but I still will. I'll do it again.
Cooler temperatures Sunday upping the firefighting effort. The fire the largest this year and one of the biggest in state history. Residents of Bay Point returning to their homes after fire forced them to evacuate late last week. Residents returning to find their homes and cars doused with pink fire retardant.
The fire was real close to these people's house and they were running out with bags in their hand.
No homes damaged to the Point fire, which is under investigation. Typical starter home is worth at least $1 million in some 237 cities across the nation, according to Zillow. It defines a starter home as the lowest third of home values in a given area. More than half the cities are in California. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that you breathe.
Sherry, what have you done to your hair? What do you mean? Does it not look good? It doesn't look good. It looks freaking amazing. I can't believe how thick and healthy it looks. Oh, I must know your secret. No secret. It's hair volume from New Nordic. Hair volume, huh? Well, it certainly lives up to its name. Your hair has never looked so thick. It is gorgeous. I was so tired of having thin and brittle hair. Ugh, and the shedding. So I figured I'd give hair volume a try. Needless to say, I'm thrilled with the results. Hey, where are you going? I'm going to pick up some hair volume right now. My reunion's next month and I want my hair to look as good as yours.
Hair Volume is the best-selling hair tablet in the world and one of many award-winning natural health products from New Nordic, the #1 supplier of dietary supplements in Scandinavia. Purchase at newnordicusa.com or your local Walgreens, Rite Aid, or CVS. Available as a tablet or delicious gummy. Help your hair look full, voluminous, and beautiful again at newnordicusa.com, Walgreens, Rite Aid, or CVS.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one is service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley to serve you. At El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
KXO News, deli meats recalled. Over 200,000 pounds of deli meats have been recalled. Boar's Head Provisions has recalled ready-to-eat liverwurst and other deli meats products due to possible listeria contamination. The U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food and Safety Inspection Service, say the liverwurst and other deli meats produced on the same equipment may be adulterated with L-monocytogenes. The listeria outbreak was first reported last week. Since May, 34 people in 13 states have been sickened and 2 people have died. Another strike team has been deployed. Imperial County's dispatched another strike team to California wildfire. The strike team made up of personnel and equipment from several Imperial County fire departments and a crew from the City of Yuma Fire Department. The firefighters left at 3 a.m. Saturday morning to go to the Park Fire in Butte and Tehama counties. The Park Fire has consumed 350,000 acres in steep, rugged terrain. Nearly 2,500 personnel have been battling the blaze with 16 helicopters, 231 engines, 116 dozers, 58 water tenders, and 61 crews. As of Saturday, the fire that was reported on July 24th had zero containment. On Friday, a strike team from the Imperial Valley was dispatched to the Lightning Complex fire in Kern County. That's it for KXO Local News Time, 7:42.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Central Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
And the city looks to adopt a budget. The city of El Centro will present an updated budget at a special meeting on Wednesday. The city had contracted with a financial consultant, Andy Heath, to focus on updating the city's financial structure. His evaluation focused on the city's expenditures and revenue streams, identifying areas of improvement that could bolster the city's budget. Heath's evaluations of the preliminary budget adopted for fiscal year 2024-2025 has identified an estimated surplus of $150,000. The preliminary budget had shown an anticipated shortfall of nearly $1.8 million, which would have been covered by the city's reserve fund. The city council will meet at 4 p.m. Wednesday to review and adopt the amended policies and an updated budget. And we had an early morning accident. Blocked a section of State Route 86 on Saturday. The accident was reported at 2:24 a.m. on State Route 86 by Brawley Avenue near Salton City. The vehicle went out of control and hit the guardrail. There were no injuries, but both northbound lanes of the highway were blocked while the vehicle was recovered. And Heffernan Memorial Healthcare District dissolved. The Imperial County Local Agency Formation Commission, LAFCO, approved the dissolution of the Heffernan Memorial Healthcare District Thursday. The move was called a significant step towards implementing the provisions of AB 918, which will create a single valley-wide healthcare district. The action approved by LAFCO transfers all roles, responsibilities, and assets of the Calexico Area District to the Imperial Valley Healthcare District. According to the Imperial Valley Healthcare District Board President Katie Burnsworth, it is the new district's intent to maintain services to the community. Moving forward, the Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District will be dissolved and absorbed in the IVHD later this year. At the time, according to Burnsworth, the IVHD has achieved significant milestones, including dividing the district into 7 voting zones, initiating terms for El Centro Regional Medical Center's acquisition. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and weather up next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Page 2 of the local news with a side of weather brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in the valley. Daily lunch specials Monday through Friday and happy hour from 3 to 6 p.m. every day.
GSA has funding for final phase. The final phase of Calexico Port of Entry has been funded. General Services Administration says they have $174 million for the design-build contract. They have selected Hensel Phelps Construction Company to provide the design-build services, or the final phase of a major modernization and expansion project at the Calexico West Port of Entry. The final phase of construction will begin in the summer of 2025, with completion scheduled for the winter of 2028. And SoCal Gas awards scholarships. Southern California awards 29 students with scholarships. The students are from the Central and Southern California. They are receiving a total of $314,000 in scholarships. One of those students was Giselle Rosales of Calexico. She will attend the University of California, Berkeley. She says she will pursue a double bachelor's degree in business administration and economics. And a Brawley special meeting. There will be a special meeting of the Brawley City Council on Tuesday. The meeting will begin at noon in the City Council chamber. The only agenda item is for closed session concerning public employment, city manager, and interim city manager. And the CEC seeks public comments. California Energy Commission is asking for public comments. They want comments from the public on the impact of 3 proposed geothermal plants. Berkshire Hathaway Energy is proposing 3 new geothermal plants near the southeastern border of the Salton Sea. The commission says there are obvious benefits to the new plants, being renewable energy and economic benefits, but they want public comments to determine the plants do not harm the communities or the environment. The deadline to submit comments on the proposed Elmore North plant is July 29th. That's today at 5 p.m. And light repairs at Buckland Park have been rescheduled. The planned light outage at Buckland Park on Monday night tonight due to repairs has been rescheduled to a later date. The lights will remain on tonight at Buckland Park so residents can engage in park activities. KXO News Time, 7:49. We'll take a look at local weather.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6 with specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more? Ask for drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Check out our weekly lunch specials with a soft drink starting at only $8.50. July specials include Bud bottles for only $4.50. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
According to the National Weather Service, temperatures will continue to run a few degrees above normal through at least midweek as high pressure stays centered east of the region. By the later portion of the week, temperatures will begin to slowly increase. 111 our high yesterday, 79 the overnight low. Today, sunny with a high near 109. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast. Tonight, there'll be widespread haze. Other than that, mostly clear with a low around 81. West winds 5 to 15, becoming south after midnight. Those winds could gust as high as 25 miles an hour. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 108. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour. We have right now 84 degrees, 29% relative humidity, wind out of the south-southwest 3 to 5 miles an hour, and air is good, air quality good everywhere except moderate in Westmoreland and Brawley. Local news, page 2 in the weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer. El Centro Motors is looking for certified automotive technicians. Are you ready to be appreciated and compensated? Then visit the El Centro Motors website. They're looking for all levels of auto techs, from oil change to heavy duty. There's a $500 bonus when your toolbox is moved into El Centro Motors, a $1,000 bonus after 6 months, another $1,000 after a year. Apply online at elcentromotors.net. Come work for the Imperial Valley's family-owned dealership where you are appreciated. And it's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball action yesterday. The Rays tripped up the Reds 2-1. Guardians slipped by the Phillies 4-3. Orioles beat the Padres 8-6. Blue Jays bested the Rangers 7-3. Braves beat up on the Mets 9-2. Twins shut out the Tigers 5-0. Cubs rolled over the Royals 7-3. Dodgers dumped the Astros 6-2. Brewers, they beat the Marlins 6-2. Mariners over the White Sox 6-3. Everybody beats the White Sox. It was the Cardinals edging the Nationals 4-3. Giants, they nipped the Rockies 5-4. Angels over the Athletics 8-6. Pirates, they beat the Diamondbacks 6-5 in 10 innings. And the Yankees clobbered the Red Sox 8-2. So what's going on in the Major League Baseball trade room? Well, to give you an idea, the Cubs picked up infielder Isaac Paredes. They gave up infielder Christopher Morel and some prospects for that. The Padres picked up reliever Jason Adam. They gave up Dylan Lesko, one of their highly touted minor leaguers, as well as Homer Bush Jr. And Philadelphia picked up right-handed pitcher closer Carlos Estevez. The outfielder Chaz Chisholm Jr. went to the Yankees. Cubs picked up Nate Pearson. The Orioles added starter Zach Eflin. It's more and more going on. Seattle traded for outfielder Randy Rosarena. Boston got James Paxton from the Dodgers.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, before the Dallas Cowboys even held their first padded practice of training camp, they had a blow to their defense. Pass rusher Sam Williams suffered a torn ACL, and Williams also suffered a partial MCL tear. The injuries have ended his season before it began. Patriots defensive tackle Christian Barmore was diagnosed with blood clots over the weekend. In a statement, the team said its principal concern at this time is Christian's health and well-being, and there is no timetable for his return. What about the Olympics? We've got updates throughout the day on AM 1230. Summer Games 2024 updates on AM 1230 throughout the day. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And it's time for financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service at 4th and Heil in El Centro. Well, inflation has caught up with McDonald's, and budget-conscious Americans are looking elsewhere for their fast food fix. McDonald's said they've got the solution: value meals. The Big Mac Supper Club reported that sales at U.S. stores open at least a year fell 0.7% last quarter from the same period a year earlier, dragged down by fewer customers going to the fast food company's restaurants. McDonald's isn't alone. Starbucks, Burger King, Wendy's, and other rivals are also reporting less foot traffic and lower overall sales. The McDonald's Corporation said Well, we think we're going to add some value meals. See if that stimulates sales. And Toyota, early in June, announced the recall of bunches of Toyota Tundras and the Lexus big SUVs, the problems with the engine. The solution now, according to Toyota, is simply replace the entire engine on each of the 103,500 big trucks and SUVs. The models involved are the 2022 and 2023 model year Toyota Tundras and Lexus LX 600s. Let's take a look at the big board right now. Mixed. The Dow off 82 points at 40,508. The S&P 500 up 5 at 54.64. The NASDAQ up 52 at 17,409. Gold off $1.70 an ounce and oil down 89 cents per barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my #1 priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 109, west wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast. Tonight, look for mostly clear skies with a low around 81. West wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming south after midnight. Those winds could gust as high as 25 miles an hour. Tomorrow, it'll be sunny with a high near 108. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour. We have 85 degrees, 28% relative humidity, wind out of the south-southwest at 325 miles an hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News is next, brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Fighting hunger in Imperial Valley since 1991.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile.
I'm Steve Kathan. There's a new weapon in the fight to detect the cancer that causes the second most cancer deaths in this country every year. CBS's Cammie McCormick has more on the new test for colorectal cancer that's gained government approval.
This requires only a blood sample. It's called SHIELD, and it's the first blood test approved by the FDA as a primary screening option for colorectal cancer in those 45 and older who are at average risk. Though it's hoped to provide more convenient screening than a colonoscopy, the New York Times reports it has a poor record of finding precancerous growths, and removing those can prevent cancer.
It's not clear how much the test will cost consumers once available. A new abortion law has taken hold in Iowa, outlawing most procedures after 6 weeks of pregnancy. Ruth Richardson of Planned Parenthood.
We are standing by, ready to help patients receive access to care, even if that means traveling out of state.
Clinics in Minnesota are expecting an increase in patients. President Biden's going to use the backdrop of the LBJ Library in Texas to spell out newly proposed Supreme Court reforms. White House correspondent Ed O'Keefe.
The boldest idea is establishing 18-year term limits for the 9 justices and setting them up in a cadence such that as a justice terms off the bench, a president would be able to appoint a new one every 2 years.
Republicans say the proposals have no chance for passage in the Congress. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer tells CBS Mornings she's taken her name out of possible consideration to be the running mate for Kamala Harris.
The vice president has got a great group of people from whom she's going to pick her running mate, and I know that I can be the best ally on the ground in Michigan as a co-chair of this campaign as well, so that is my focus.
Now to Northern California. clearing brush and fighting the flames of the state's biggest wildfire this year. Thousands have been forced from their homes. This man barely escaped the flames in his car.
I tried to outrun it. I wouldn't have got burned if I wouldn't have rolled down the window and looked in the rearview mirror. I was right in the middle of it. I was trying to get it in reverse.
A second-round tennis clash of the Olympics saw two greats go head-to-head. Novak Djokovic beat Rafael Nadal. The day at the beach was anything but relaxing over the weekend along the Rhode Island coast.
Dragonflies. Oh, my God.
A swarm of dragonflies invaded a jam-packed Mesquamacut beach over the weekend, sending some people running for cover. Checking Wall Street, right now the Dow is down 117 points. The S&P is down a point. NASDAQ is up 22. This is CBS News.
Switch to T-Mobile and save with tons of benefits on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. Use the savings calculator to find out how at T-Mobile.com/switch.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With autopay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling your entire account to continue remaining bill credits, and if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Can stress age us? Some new research suggests that answer is yes.
The study found that people who lost a parent, partner, sibling, or child showed signs of older biological age compared to those who hadn't experienced such losses.
There's been a lot of research showing that stressors and trauma affect health outcomes.
But Dr. Allison Ayala, one of the study's authors, says
it doesn't mean that there aren't ways in which we can buffer the impacts of this type of stressor that people experience throughout their life.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
Authorities in Greece have ordered nationwide restrictions on goats and sheep to combat a deadly viral outbreak. The measures include a ban on the commercial slaughter of goats and sheep, as well as movement for reproduction. Also known as the goat plague, the PPR virus is highly contagious, affecting the animals, but no adverse effect on humans. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
My name is Shelley Wilkinson, and I am an Imperial Valley Food Bank board member. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially among those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
CBS News presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Turn it on and